Hello everyone, this is Non-With Channel's training videos, and this is part 9 of SCCM 2012 video series. In this video, in part 8, I showed you how to deploy applications using MSI, and in this I'm going to show you how to deploy application using EXE file if ever required. Now with the EXE file, what we need to understand is that EXE file, when Microsoft needs to package something, it can easily work with MSI file. As MSI, as we explained in the last video, it is a Microsoft installer file. There are many attributes that SCCM, when packaging, it automatically understands, and EXE files, we have to provide those parameters. So now let's take an example. So in my C drive, if I go here and if I go to my sources, my applications, I have this EXE file available, and that is malware bytes. I can bring many EXE files from my downloads here. If I go to my downloads, you can actually download many different files, many things from. So here is 7-zip. Let's copy this as well. Now let me see if I can copy it directly here. No, I can't. So let's copy it on a desktop. No, I can't. So let me drag it from my host machine. I mean, we can directly go onto internet and download it. I'm just being a bit lazy here. Actually, while being lazy doesn't help me much. So I have to be active. So for that, I need to go onto internet and download 7-zip. Let's say. So 7-zip. So first of all, I'll go to my favorite search engine, and that is this, Google, and I can go download 7-zip. So if you go to 7-zip website, and within this we can download EXE. I'm going to download 64-bit EXE, and as soon as it is, no, I'm not going to run it, I'm going to download it. It's a very small software. Go to software folder. Now the very first thing that I need to do is I want to try it manually, that if it is installed manually properly. So the first rule of any type of packaging, SCCM, FDOST, etc., try that application manually on your 1 or 2 clients. So here, what it does, as soon as this runs, it will be installed. Now this might not work for our case. We need a installer file. For example, this one, malware bytes. If you run it, it runs that setup, and even with 7-zip doesn't appear. Oh, it did. It is here, file manager. So basically this one or that one. The main reason why I am testing them manually, so that I see that if there are any dependencies required or if there is anything else is required that I might need. Now this is one thing, which means that both of the softwares are working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to control panel and remove them, because we need to see if they are installed. If they are installed through SCCM or they were manually installed. So that's why I'm removing both of them from the client. Now the second thing that I need to know is what parameters make it silent install for these applications. Now there are 2 ways to find out. You can always go to a vendor website. Or you can just quick Google it, and you will find out which parameters make this installation silent, because we want that installation to be silent unlike the wizard based installation, because we don't want users to be disturbed while they're working and when we're deploying the software. So we need to find out. So for now, I'm just removing them. Now in order to find that out, let me take this name of this file. So first I'm going to deploy this file, md malware byte. So you see how many steps are there. First we downloaded it. Second, we are manually testing it. And third, I am now going to go to Google here, in Google, and I'm going to Google that what parameters are required for malware bytes. So mdm. So let me bring the exact file name from my application. This is the exact file name. You can, in the same manner, you can select anything, any file. So here, this file name, and I'm gonna say silent. Silent. Would this work? So you can write, sometime it is silent, sometime it is quiet, sometimes different. But here I'm gonna add one more thing in my search, that I'm looking for this for SCCM silent mode wanted for this. So you see many things are automatically available on internet. So here if we go down, there must be something here that would. So here, please uninstall the current version of this. Latest version does not install correctly. Diagnostic loss. This is talking about something else. So no, this article was not that helpful. Let's go to. So I'm looking for words here. I'm running Windows 7 and Charlotte install. Let's see this. What is this? I hope it's not a virus. So here it says, oh, there is an uninstall switch as well, and very /st. Oh, /st, which is, let's try this out. Oh man, this is definitely something else. Okay, so now the other way around is that we can check this silent install over on our computer as well. So I'm gonna go with silent /silent. I'm gonna remember that it is /silent, and I'm gonna show you where we need to do this. Now that we have the application, we know that the application is working on this client. When we install manually, there are no dependencies, so now we're ready to package it. So we can go to software library, we can go to application management, we can go to applications, and here I'm gonna, actually it is, I already deployed it, so let me delete the previous one because I was recording this earlier and somehow it didn't work out. So okay, so this is another lesson that we need to learn, by the way. In order to remove any application from SCCM, you need to remove it from all the bindings from inside SCCM. For example, you can go to delete, and as soon as you delete it, says that this application cannot be removed because it has one active deployment. If it would have been dependent, it would have been working with other application as being dependent to that application, or is it part of task sequence, or is it part of the virtual environment, you won't be able to delete. For now, it's just one deployment. So if you ever need to delete this application, all you need to do, select the application, go to deployment, and remove it from the machine where it is deployed on. And now this package is ready to be deleted. So it's deleted now. So now let's start fresh. So it is removing it. So removed. Now in application, right click, create application, and here it's saying MSI. Now there is nothing for exe file, so all we need to do it manually. Here, let me put it down. Next, here we need to name it, so it is, I think, malware bytes. I'm gonna copy this. You can put in this information like administrator comments. The software is requested by security department, so things like that, so that if years after it is deployed and everyone is using it, but at next time, after maybe next 1 year, 2 years, somebody needs to deploy this, they need to know who bought this software. So publisher, this and that. The only mandatory information is the name. Second, here there is nothing mandatory, it is just application catalog, that you want this to be appeared on application catalog or not. And here now it's the deployment type. What type of deployment is this? So here, once you click yes, now here I wanted to select EXE. So these are all different type of packages, but for EXE you always select script installer. But as soon as you select this, it goes to manual. But if, let's say it is this, it can go here. But as soon as you, for EXE, it will always be script installer. Next, you name it one more time, so that's why I copied it. Next, and here, which collection it's gonna go to. So for now, I'll be installing it. Hold on. This is content. Oh, sorry. This is the content location. Now, unlike MSI, in MSI you give one location and it is automatically configured. Here you need to give the exact location, and then here you need to mention the program. But now if I browse, it doesn't know where the program is. So here you must specify the location, and location should be on the network. So here, and I'm going to go to sources, I'm going to go to applications, and I'm going to point it to application. Why? Because within applications folder, this folder, I have this setup sitting. So now all I need to do, so first I give the folder location where the application is, and then browse, and you give the software location. Now it is here. Once the software is here, you need to put in silent install. If this works, it's fine. If it is, now it is very important to double check all these once you're going through this. So let's check for one time. So I'll go here. I wanted to check that if silent is the switch used for this. So this one, let's rename it so that I can easily run it. I'll cut this, put it in C drive, so that I can run it directly from C drive. We put it here, and then within this, I just wanted to check, go to CMD, and since this is in C drive and this is in C user, so I need to say cd backslash. Backslash means take me to C drive. So as soon as you do, as you can see now the prompt is saying now you're in C drive, and all I need to do bam. Now in order to see the help, you can say like this. Some software has this way. Let's see this one. Yes, this one has it. So here it says silent means you need to write the complete word silent, or you can say very silent as well. And then it has many other parameters. So the two parameters that I'm interested in, number one is silent. Number two, I'm interested in no restart. So prevent setup from restarting the computer. We don't want setup to restart this. So no restart and silent. So you see, this is how we can find out the help. So this is, this slash question mark with the application name, it most of the time gives you the help. So silent, and I'm gonna say no restart. No restart. Now one more time, let's check this out. I am looking for one more thing here. how to do uninstall. So basically, oh, this is locked. Let me put it here. This should be unlocked here. Oh, sorry, uninstall here, but it's not. It's fine for now. So we'll just go with installation program. But if you need to uninstall it, you can also use the same command line here, and here just say the word uninstall. So once this is all done, you can say next. Here this is deployment type. Now this is a very important part in EXE, because this is with this SCCM will find out that if the software is already installed or after the installation was properly installed. So basically this is here. You need to give you can use many clauses here. This is kind of a detection method. For example, once this software is installed here, right? If it is installed, we need to tell SCCM that how to verify if this software is properly installed. So basically, what we do is we run the in order to find out what do we need to put here. I need to reinstall it on a client machine manually. I'll go next and next and next. And actually I need to give this location as a detection method in this. Now I need to say that once malware bytes is installed on any machine, it will end up going to this folder. So here I'll copy this folder and I'll go into clause, and here I'm gonna say this is the, oh, it didn't copy the path. Sorry. So we need to either write the path or browse it. So I can browse it. I can say just check this. We need to go into this. For now I'm just selecting any application. So here this one, and the folder name is this, but in our case the folder name will be malware bytes. If it is able to find this after installation, so I need to write the complete word malware bytes space anti-malware. I'm gonna say malware bytes space anti-malware. So this, I mean, this has to be exactly the same, malware bytes anti-malware. Malware bytes anti-malware. So once this is done, it is now here. Now it's just saying this is a detection method, meaning that if on any computer SCCM finds out that this already has this folder, so it won't install that software again on that machine, number one. Number two is that once it is properly deployed on the client, then in order to make sure, SCCM will go into this location and find this folder. If this folder is there, meaning installation was successful. If this folder is not there, then installation is failed. So other than this, you can put in many clauses just for error detection. For now, here I just need this. Now your question is that how do you know which location it will be created? So the only way to find out, the best way, is to manually install it and find that out from here. Or you can Google as well, and you can find that on the vendor website as well. So for now, this is our detection method. Next, here it will be installed for the user. Here we're going to say install for system, otherwise for the user. So we'll open both options. Only when user is logged on. So that's fine. Only when user is logged on. Program visibility is normal. So we'll just say normal. Here maximum time allowed is 20 minutes to leave everything as is. And here now is deployment type. Now within this, it's just saying, oh, actually, this is optional component. So basically, here is just saying install the deployment type, requirements, content deployed to the So this is just the installation requirements. So if there are any additional requirements for this application, we can add them here. Now we don't have any additional requirements. And next one is if you have any dependencies for this, meaning that in order to install certain software you need .NET Framework 3.5 or maybe 2.0. So you can add them as dependencies here, but we don't have any at the moment. It is created. It is properly created. Now, so the package is, so basically the deployment type is created, and next, and next, and done. Once this is done, then again the same thing, you need to distribute it and deploy it. Now let's make sure on our client we don't have Malwarebytes installed, so that we can make sure that it is done through SCCM. Guys, EXE deployment is not an easy deployment. Try it few times. Sometimes it doesn't work the first time when you're doing it. So don't give up and keep on trying again and again. I would say in your class lab and home lab, install or deploy at least 3 to 5 EXE applications and at least 15 MSI applications. So for now it is just creating that package. Sometimes it just takes a bit longer, but it won't last. I mean, it won't take huge big time. Shouldn't. And as I said, it is just done without. So I was about to pause this, but then this is completed. Now I do have a package. Now package, where is it deployed to? Within deployment I see no deployment, so it's not deployed anywhere. Now all I need to do first distribute it. So distribute. That's the only distribute server we have, by the way. So distribute, done. Now verification of distribution, monitoring. Go to distribution status, within this content status, and go to Malwarebytes. It is targeted, it is, and here you see it is in progress. And in few moments it will be successful. This is this software being distributed. So we're in distribution status. So remember these small little things when you do verify. So here, now let's refresh it. Once you refresh, it is green now, meaning it is successfully distributed on that server. The second thing, I need to go back to software library again and deploy it now. So deploy. And here I can say collection should go to Windows 7. Sending it to Windows 7. Next, it is from this distribution point. It will be required, should be automatically deployed. Done. Here I'm gonna say as soon as possible. Here I'm gonna say display notification, software installation. If system restart required, just restart it, and done. Now once this is done, we can go back again to the deployment in monitoring. Go to deployment, which is right here. So here I see this. It is not yet deployed to anyone. As you can see, some are 100% compliant, some are 50%, 50%. So here this is not yet compliant to anyone. Refresh. So deployment is always done on client machines. So here, so let's wait for this to be done, and here I'm going to go to configuration manager, which is in your control panel. If you don't see it here, you can go to here, just request a policy. Once this is done, all you need to do in few moments, you should be able to see a new software here or in software center. So just open software center on client machine. Now while this is opening, let's jump to SCCM and here refresh. It is still grayed out, meaning unknown. So why is it grayed out? Let's try view status. And if you go to unknown, it's retrieving, so it's saying required, client check pass, so it will be deployed on both of them. So it's just a matter of time. Now here, oh, it's already here. So malware bytes, downloading, installing, since it was required. So it is past due installation. It is will be retired. So installation failed. Now most of the time it will fail the first time. You'll have to try again and again. Let's see why it failed. It says mostly it seems like it's a permission issue. So here software change required, error code itself. Strange. Now let's retry it one more time. So the application is here but it's not installing. Let's try to, oh, DC is gone. So my DC has an issue. That's the reason. Let me start the DC and let's retry it. So once DC is back, I'm gonna retry it. For now I'm gonna pause this. Okay, DC is back. Now let's retry it again. Waiting for applying, downloading, installing. So excellent, bingo. Sometimes it's just that it's we're lucky and it's very simple. And other times this same task would have taken hours and hours to troubleshoot. So guys, this is how we deploy EXE application. If you get any error messages, you can check those permissions. So by looking at that error message that I saw, I kind of have experience working with SCCM, so I know that error number was for permissions, and that makes me thought that it is DC. If you don't know what that error is, you can just directly take that error message and bring it to Google and just start investigating. So guys, we have successfully installed malware bytes on a client machine. And here if I go to my deployment one more time, here we can see, refresh. It's not refreshing at the moment, it's just a bit slow. Next time you will come, you will see that it is at least 50%. For the other machine doesn't exist. So this is 50% deployed. It will be. So guys, this is how we deploy EXE applications within SCCM. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.